You're gonna do the ceremony in public.
Like in front of people?
That's what public means, dog. No masks, no raw, dog.
Let it all out.
We stay fucking winning, baby!
Goldie, yeah!
What's going on, everybody? My name is Jay, and welcome to Prime Video's Finale Breakdown. Welcome to Prime Video Finale Breakdown, where I'll be your overly enthusiastic orientation leader as we break down everything that went down in the Overcompensating Season 1 finale. This season has been a lot, from messy hookups, frat parties, and enough overthinking to fuel an Ivy League debate team. It's totally understandable if you need a moment to process, but before we begin spilling all the tea, and maybe a little flavored vodka, here's your official spoiler alert. If you haven't finished the season yet, consider this your cue to hit pause. Otherwise, grab a seat at the cool kids table and let's get into it. Overcompensating is a fun, wild, and totally chaotic comedy about doing way too much to be someone you're not. Fresh out of high school, Benny steps into his freshman year of college, ready to relive his glory days. But there's one tiny detail he's still sorting through. He's unsure of his sexuality and what that means for him in a brand new world. Between messy hookups, fake IDs, questionable party choices, and a whole lot of pretending, Benny finds himself caught between who he is and who he's trying to be. Inspired by creator and writer Benito Skinner's own experiences, Overcompensating is an awkward, hilarious, and sometimes heartbreaking ride through a chaos of self-discovery. Now, let's break down Season 1 finale of Overcompensating. We catch up with Benny and Carmen in the library, where Benny is about to show off his very weird and very artsy student film. Originally, he was supposed to work on it with Miles, but ever since seeing Miles hook up with that girl at the Halloween party, Benny has been keeping his distance. Oh, and Carmen has been secretly texting Benny's sister Grace, but she feels guilty, especially since she slept with Grace's ex Peter. Yikes. We found out in a previous episode that Peter majorly stirred the pot of drama by leaking the Flesh and Gold book that's full of unfiltered opinions about everyone who applied to their entire school. Naturally, chaos erupts across campus, and Peter finds himself on the dean's radar. He totally thought he was about to get expelled, but plot twist, the dean actually loved the drama. Instead of punishment, she saw an opportunity to use the scandal to boost the university's reputation and even offered to connect Peter with Charlie, the alumni, for a job in New York City. Talk about failing upward. Meanwhile, Carmen meets up with Grace at a coffee shop where Carmen is just about to confess that she slept with Peter. Enter Haley, who immediately accuses Carmen of stealing drugs from a dress she let Carmen borrow. Now, Carmen is somehow stuck replacing all of Haley's missing drugs. And just when you think it couldn't get worse, Haley calls Carmen by her gaming name, Tatiana Del Rey, and Grace's face completely drops as she puts two and two together about Carmen and Peter. Grace bolts. Benny and George are hanging out at George's job, with Benny low-key seeking advice on navigating his brand new gay life. Gabe and some of the Flesh and Gold guys walk in and immediately start questioning why Benny is even hanging out with George. When they straight up ask if they're friends, Benny hesitates, but then drops the brutal, "No, we're not." Ouch. Gabe then asks Benny why he's been a ghost from the frat and tells him that he wants to honor Benny to be Caesar in their end-of-the-year ritual. Meanwhile, we cut to Peter in New York, walking into his big job meeting with Charlie, a notable Flesh and Gold alumni. Peter confidently pitches a bunch of reasons why he and his bank should hire him, and surprise, surprise, unlike last time, Charlie actually agrees. Carmen bumps into Miles in the park and they start talking about Benny. Miles admits he feels like Benny has been avoiding him ever since the Halloween party. He wants to fix things, but has no clue how to even start the conversation. Carmen plays it cool and suggests that the next time Miles sees Benny, he should talk to him face to face instead of just texting. Then we jump to the Flesh and Gold knighting ceremony, where Benny is about to be honored as Caesar. Before the ceremony kicks off, Miles pulls Benny aside, asking if everything is okay. Benny puts on his best overcompensating act, saying he's just been busy. In front of everyone, Benny is officially knighted as Caesar. But in the crowd, Carmen watches furious as she realizes Benny straight up lied. He never quit Flesh and Gold like he promised he would after she didn't get in. And just when it seems like Benny is going to keep playing the part, he does the most dramatic thing possible. He quits on the spot, throwing down his ceremonial garment, and runs away in front of the entire school. Benny shows up at Carmen's dorm, where she calls him out for always twisting the truth. Benny admits that he lies because he doesn't know how to be honest, not just with the people he cares about, but with himself. He starts spiraling. saying maybe he should stay in the closet forever because what if people don't accept him? She reassures him that she loves him and doesn't think he's a bad friend, just a messy one. Then, in perfect Haley timing, she shows up casually suggesting they all go to a party. Because why process emotions when you could just party instead? At the party, Grace and Mimi are making amends after their messy, estranged friendship. But then Peter shows up trying to get in, only to be stopped at the door by Grace and Benny. And just like that, Grace breaks up with Peter again. But before he could even react, he drops a bombshell admitting that he slept with Carmen. Except Grace already knows, and instead of freaking out, she just shames Peter for sleeping with a freshman. Carmen tries to apologize to Grace, but nope, she's done. She storms off, leaving Benny to chase after her. He literally bumps into George and tries to apologize for how he treated him, but George is not having it. Carmen stares at herself in the bathroom mirror, fully realizing that she's officially ruined her relationship with Grace. Overwhelmed, she decides to leave the party, but on her way out, she runs into Miles, who looks just as over it as she does. In the heat of the moment, Miles leans in and kisses her. Perfect timing for Benny to walk up right as it happens. His face drops, and before anyone can explain, he storms off. Carmen immediately runs after him. Benny accuses Carmen of wanting to sleep with everyone's boyfriend, and without missing a beat, Carmen fires the exact same accusation right back at him. And just when you think things couldn't get any worse, Grace walks in. Oh, but wait, there's more. Miles walks in at the exact same moment. The party may be still going on, but for these four, the night just came to a dramatic, awkward, chaotic halt. And with that, we end on four very confused, very shocked, and very messy faces. There you have it. Everything you need to know about Season 1 of Overcompensating, now streaming on Prime Video. Once again, my name is Jay, and thank you for watching this special episode of Prime Video Finale Breakdown.